On a sunny afternoon on the island of Spiro, a small carnivore races away from the nest where he was born. While the mother and father would normally raise their nestlings well into their adolescence, this young cerato's nest was recently raided, and his parents were killed. Although he is incredibly young, he must now learn to survive on his own. Luckily for this young cerato, he is uniquely equipped for scavenging. As long as he is cautious, he may yet grow into a fully functioning adult someday. For now, though, he must cross his first hurdle. Cerato is a fairly well-adapted swimmer, so much so that adults occasionally hunt the young dino-acting that live in these rivers. At his size, though, our youngling is nothing more than a tasty snack himself. Here in the Central Plains, food is abundant. It is early summer on the island, and all manner of juveniles cross through the area as their parents work to keep their broods fed. Our cerato, hereafter named Butch, quickly catches the scent of carcasses nearby. He will take his fill before returning to the safety of the nearby forest. Remaining exposed on the plains is much too dangerous, especially with the larger, faster predators that take up residence there. Butch has been spotted by a young Carnotaurus. Although they are fast, Carnos are not very agile. Still, this Carnotaurus' bite is more than enough to put a swift end to a juvenile cerato. Bleeding and scared, Butch weaves through the undergrowth in a desperate attempt to escape his pursuer. Safe. This particular Carno is young and hasn't yet learned how to track its prey. A lucky break for Butch. As he continues to grow, Carnos continue to be a thorn in our cerato's side. Much of Spiro consists of open plains, perfect territory for the Carno, less so for the cerato. He spends much of his time hidden in thick brush, attempting to evade the dangerous carnivores who would gladly slaughter him on sight. There are, of course, an abundance of herbivores on the island as well. These two young stegosaurus graze and play, unaware of the danger that is approaching. Normally, juvenile stegos stick with their herd for safety. However, these two wandered away during the night, and are quite unlikely to survive the day. Butch has caught their scent and charges in. Although this would normally be a fairly easy hunt for a larger cerato, he is barely an adolescent. The steep cliff further complicates things, especially when the stego falls onto a ledge below. Butch may be able to get down to it, but there may not be a safe way to get back up once he does. The decision is made for him, though, when he hears a small raptor being attacked nearby. Stealing a meal is much safer. He will leave the stego for now. For a while, Butch will thrive on quick snatch-and-grab hunts. Troodon and juvenile raptors don't make for a full belly, but they are easy kills and abundant in numbers. The year passes, and before long, Butch has grown into a fine adult cerato. True to his nature as a scavenger, he has traveled through the night, following the scent of death to a new area. The nesting season has begun anew, and the family of Pachycephalosaurus have recently lost 2 of their hatchlings. While they've removed one of the carcasses from the nest, the second remains much too close. These new parents are about to learn the hard way why prompt removal of dead hatchlings is necessary. Butch takes in the scene quickly. spotting the nest at the same time as the male Packy stands to defend his young. His valiant attempt at defense unfortunately is unsuccessful, and he falls quickly. The mother, though, has heard the commotion and rushes forward to face the threat. Butch is not easily bullied, and the mother ultimately flees into the forest. There's nothing more she can do. The cerato collects the dead hatchling from the nest before dragging his kill away for safekeeping. He has suffered several fractured ribs from the fight, and will need to rest for a time while he heals. In the meantime, the mother Packy returns to her nest as another egg hatches. The mother will be hard-pressed to care for her young alone, but she will try. As Butch matures, he becomes more aggressive in stealing and defending his meals. Cerato in general is not to be trifled with around food, as they often go into a frenzy, ignoring pain and taking attacks that might send other carnivores running. These dino-acting are used to taking whatever they'd like and leaving only the scraps for those they steal from. Butch, however, will not be cowed. With one dino dead and the other injured enough to retreat, Butch settles in to his meal. However, the raptor pack who had their food stolen originally have returned in an attempt to take back what was theirs. As carcasses begin to pile up around him, the Butcher of Spiro truly lives up to his name. He will eat well today. The cerato breeding season is close at hand. Although Butch is still on his own, bachelor groups of male ceratos have begun to form. These tight-knit groups will often hunt and fight together as they seek and claim female partners, while killing their rival packs. Butch has taken notice of a pair of bachelors in the area. He must be extremely cautious in approaching. If he cannot gain their trust and get accepted into their pack, he may not survive the season. A pair of nearby Carnotaurus are the perfect targets to show his strength and skill as a fighter. Butch attacks without hesitation, immediately drawing the eyes of the nearby ceratos. It doesn't take much before they join him in the attack. These Carnos had been trying to bully them off their kill, and they were bloodthirsty. Together, the trio pursue the fleeing Carnos. This hunt will solidify their bond, giving Butch a greater chance for survival and to pass his genes on to the next generation. Butch's bachelor group has been traveling together for the better part of a week now. Having grown more comfortable with each other, they react to threats to their pack with the same ferocity they would in defending their future mates. This young dino was hoping for an easy meal, but learned quickly that he'd made a mistake in not properly ambushing his prey. Later the same evening, the bachelors discover their first competition. Another pair of bachelors have entered their territory. They attack on sight. Neither cerato will be allowed to escape alive. Days pass, and Butch's pack have caught the scent of more ceratos in their territory. One breaks off from the trio and goes to scout, keeping in communication through a series of sharp, high-pitched roars. In the meantime, Butch takes the opportunity to attack a young dino that left the river to search for food further inland. It has become much too quiet. With the distraction gone, Butch crests the hill. Separating the pack was clearly a mistake. Their returning pack member had brought incredibly dangerous company directly to them. 4 ceratos were charging across the field toward them. Not good odds. In their panic, the trio is separated. There's no fighting back against so many without a united front, and these young bachelors were not experienced enough to remain united. Now, suddenly alone for the first time in weeks, Butch can do nothing but try to remain hidden while the rival pack search the forest for him. His attempts to remain hidden are foiled. One of his pack has caught his scent, and once again brought the rival pack right to him. As soon as his pack mate goes down, he knows it's over. But Butch will not back down from a fight. If he is going to die, he will die fighting. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more content just like this, and don't forget to like and comment on the video. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one!